My name is Anurag Kashyap and I'm an Indian filmmaker. I'm here at the Neuchâtel International Fantastic Film Festival with my film Kennedy. This is my second time here and my third time for my film. Kennedy is, in few words, it is about a redemption of a policeman who is supposed to be dead, set in a time of pandemic when the police were not getting the bribes from the businesses because businesses were shut down and the police had become the mafia. So he's an executioner for the police.
Yeah.
Kennedy is also an Indian name.
Oh.
So there's lots of Christians in India, and Christians who are in the south of India, and Kennedy is a very common name. No, Kennedy has no significance with JFK.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Kennedy is a common name.
Okay.
The easiest sequences were actually him alone at home because he's such a brilliant actor, Rahul Bhatt. And his moments at home were very easy and fast to shoot. And the difficult was the chase, because to shoot in the streets of Mumbai was the most difficult part because we were not shooting in pandemic, and we are a country of 1.4 billion population. So in India at any given time, the number of people on streets is so much. So we had to shoot street only on the weekend, in night between 12 p.m., midnight 12 p.m. to 5 a.m. That was the only time we could shoot on the street.
Very shortly.
It's not chapters, it's number of days.
Oh.
The entire film is set across 5 days, 6 days, and that's what the film talks about each day. Because the story is much larger and there's a backstory, and I didn't want to do much. I wanted to stick to one element of the film where the character has a total meltdown, and it is also based on something that really happened. So that whole parking a car with bomb which went wrong for the police, trying to blackmail the billionaire, it really happened. It was all over the newspapers, and the case is still going on in India. Police officers were arrested and they're still behind bars. So I picked up that real incident and built the film around that. I fictionalized that. What if in the original case the bomb did not go off? What if there was a bomb that was detonated and was fixed with a detonator and it had gone off? And so based on that fiction, we are telling the story of the pandemic. Well, it is the car parked, because somebody threatening the most powerful man in India, or dare to threaten, or what was the intention, was so massive and so foolish that it begged itself to be part of a movie. And that incident still is known to every Indian. So, and that happened during the pandemic. India was very bad. The pandemic was handled extremely badly. And all those elements that happened during the pandemic are also part of the film, like breaking down of the state government, like people having superstitions about the pandemic and then wanting it to wish it away. So all those things were there.
Okay.
For me, in the mainstream Bollywood movie, Dabangg was made by my brother. He was the director of Dabangg. And the police has forever always been hero in mainstream movies. And they're also realistic representation of police, starting from a movie called Ardh Satya, made by Govind Nihalani. And I belong to that school. Which for me, I've dealt with police differently in Black Friday, in Gangs of Wasseypur, in Ugly, and now in Kennedy, and in Psycho Raman. So I'll like, everybody has one way of looking at things, and I look at them more as human beings in uniform, who are as fallible, and probably more fallible because they have a power. The uniform gives them power, but deep inside of the uniform, they are human beings who have access to power and weapons. So sometimes that can go wrong. Yeah, it is, because it's unlike Mumbai. You see, Mumbai is a crowded place. To feel empty Mumbai in itself is very haunting. It's very haunting, because when people see that, they feel like it's not Mumbai. You don't feel like it's Mumbai, even though the whole film is shot in Mumbai, including the chase is shot in the city where nobody shoots a chase in, because it's so crowded. So that's why it was so difficult. We had small windows we shot one sequence in. So yes, it is haunting, because Mumbai is a city with energy, with people, with life, and we shot as a dead city. We shot a dead city, so which is haunting in itself. I think everybody is now watching films on OTT. Netflix still has a lower audience base in India. There's more on Amazon Prime and Hotstar and Jio and Zee and Sony Live. There's 6 platforms in India. Yeah, and people are watching movies a lot. Netflix works for me, or Amazon Prime works for me, because it has international reach, and there's a lot of my audience outside of India as well. But yes, definitely the viewing habit has changed, which has killed the cinemas. Cinemas are dying, and like, cinemas will never die out totally. But I don't know what people will go and watch at cinemas, because like, books did not die out. Once we thought that with Kindle, people will not buy physical books anymore. But books have come back, and people are reading physical books and comics. I like watching movies in theaters. I've been in Neuchâtel watching 4 films every day. I like watching films in theaters, and I want my films to come out in theaters, and I fight for that a lot. I suffered financially with my last 2 films, and we spent everything to put the film out in cinemas, and nobody came. So we are now trying to regain ground. Let's see what happens. But the first love is for cinemas and on big screen and going into cinema. I sit here on the second row to watch movies on a big screen.
Yeah.
I don't have a possible script, but it will be about Shah Rukh Khan making life difficult for Nawazuddin to the point, and then let's see how it goes. I love the cinema love that people have. I will probably come to Neuchâtel. If I have to make a film here, it will be a murder mystery set in the vineyards.
Okay.
Of search for the perfect wine. A man goes to any length to make the perfect Swiss wine, and to be able to export it, to make it cheap, he mixes blood in the wine.